Hey, did you notice that? Why is it jumping like that? The car is spinning smoothly. Why isn't the bar? Well, if I just restart the engine, it will probably go away. It did not go away. The values you are seeing are, in a way, correct. The car is spinning at a constant and a variable rate, depending on how you define rotation. I will explain everything soon, but before that, I just wanted to let you know that the game you are seeing right now is called Panic Lane. It's a driving game where your only goal is to reach the finish line alive. No, wait, that's actually not true anymore, because you also do the half-pipe tricks. Oh, for You know what, just wishlist it on Steam, so when it's finished you will see all of the crazy stuff I decided to add to the game. It's pretty much what you see is what you get. One of the first things I noticed is that although the rate of the change was sharp, it wasn't instantaneous. It wasn't like this, it was more like this. It was oscillating, and that was the first clue. And the second clue was that the angle of the car affected the sharpness of the movement. So the car's orientation had an effect on the phenomenon, and that's why I went, aha, there's probably something fundamentally wrong in how I am measuring the rotation. I was using something called Euler angles, which means the orientation is defined with three different components. There's pitch, where the object rotates around the y-axis. Then there's roll, where the object rotates around its x-axis. And finally, yaw, which represents the rotation around the z-axis, and this is the rotation we usually want to measure for half-pipe tricks. The world also has a z-axis, and in order to find out the yaw of the car in the world, I asked the engine to tell me how the car is oriented around this z-axis. So essentially I'm asking where the car is pointing at from a top-down view, and I'm defining rotation as what is the angle between 2 points in time. And it works great. You want proof? Here I am happily jumping and spinning and everything is smooth. But we know that something weird is going on when the car is tilted. Well, okay, let's see if that makes any difference. I rotate the car and I don't know, looks good to me. This is a 90-degree turn, and this is a 180-degree turn. But the problem is that it's just hard to see, but I will show it to you. Here we have a red line that is rotating at a constant rate. This represents the spinning car. You can think of the rotating line as a disc that has a camera directly above it. What will happen next is that the disc will rotate almost 90 degrees, and we will see how the rotation as it is defined in the script looks like when the disc is tilted. Okay, the disc is rotating now, and what do we see? The exact same effect we saw before. I guarantee you the line is still rotating at a constant rate. To build better intuition of what is happening, I added the plane right below the spinning line. Now, in case you are in a hypnotized state, I would want you to like the video and subscribe. So what is happening is that when the line moves towards the observer, the change in the angle appears to be low, but when it passes the camera, the change is huge. Here are two different perspectives on top of each other. So if the idea is to measure how much the car rotates around its own z-axis, then yes, the tilted view gives incorrect information, but that was not how the rotation was defined in the script. The script just didn't care about anything but that one axis. But okay, this is not how I actually intended the rotation to be measured, so how did I fix it? Once the car is in the air, I use the car's up vector as a basis for plane projection. You can think of it as a plane that is always aligned with the car no matter how is it oriented. And again, the rotation is measured from a view that is perpendicular to the plane. So it's always from above, but if the car is tilted, it's from here. So even if the car rotates this way, it's not taken into account We only care what is the rotation from this perspective. And speaking of perspective, I feel like I'm in a time machine. I posted my last video just a couple of weeks ago, but YouTube says it's already been 2 months. But don't worry, this project is well past the point of no return. So if you want to see what Panic Lane will look like when it's finished, make sure you are subscribed and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Also, do check out these videos if you haven't already. Hey, once again, a huge thanks for watching, and I will see you in a couple of weeks from my perspective. Okay, bye.